Hello everyone, it's Taxman, and welcome to Wine Tasting Tuesday for July 7th, 2015. Today, to today to celebrate recent events, I've got some wine from Greece. This one is from a producer called Skouras, and it is a grape that is called Agorgitiko, otherwise known as the St. George grape. The vintage is 2012, and the region it comes from is Nemea, which is, according to the label, someplace in the south. Now, of course, I got this because it's a momentous occasion. Earlier this week, the Greeks voted decisively no to reject the IMF's bailout. So this could send them tumbling out of the Eurozone and cause that, and be the catalyst to start off the collapse of economies all over the world. So pretty big event. But let's get to this wine. I have not had this style before. I did taste a little bit when I opened it at work, so get it to breathe. So get a nice full glass. Well, it's very, very, very fruity, very in your face, almost like Beaujolais fruity, not bad Beaujolais, but like Beaujolais Cru, or fruity like a Spätburgunder or Alsatian Pinot Noir. So it's very ripe red fruits, definitely ripe cherries, plums. A bit of a powderiness to it. Maybe like confectioner's sugar, just a little tad. Or it's like that sort of pollen-y, that sort of puffy pollen-y scent you get when you sniff at a flower. All right, let's get a taste. I'd say that's medium to medium full body. It definitely has a good amount of tannin to it, so it has a lot more of a grip than a Beaujolais wine or one of those other types that I mentioned. The body, yes, the body is fuller than those types of German Pinot Noir as well. But still, the taste very fruity as well. So while it's a bit more that fruitiness than typically I like, it's got enough tannin and body to it to help balance it out. So it's different, but not bad. I will recommend this one. Here we go again with that label. I'll get a bit of a taste for it in a moment. Oh well, later on. Sorry, just not really in my element today, it seems. Okay, so on my last video, I did get some questions. Or I get one question from a YouTube user, Mandy, exclamation mark. She says, okay. He or she says, okay. So I finally watched all your videos from start to finish. Since you asked for questions for your next video, here are a few things I'm personally curious about. 1. You seem to like both Rarity and your pony OC Curio. If you did make it to Equestria, which would you choose? Or would you have some sort of polygamous relationship with them? Alright, to answer that, well, I do like Rarity. I am currently no longer in a relationship with her. I did for a while, for about a year and a half. I was with her, but things didn't work out in the end and we went separate ways. I haven't even heard from her in over a year's time. So the answer to that is obviously I'd go with Curio. He's my current partner and who I've been seeing since November of 2013. So that's not in question. The second thing she asks is, say you met a human girl or guy you like, would you put your ponies above them and still want to leave them behind? Take them with you, but only as a friend? Abandon your equestrian efforts? Well, first off, I assume you're saying if I met them and I liked them romantically. The answer to that is yes, I would put my ponies above them, and I have done that before. I have tried relationships with humans, but they never ever worked out, and they ended badly. And even though a relationship with Rarity didn't end well either, I'd still say I've had better success and better happiness with ponies, and I know that is where my own future lies, and I'm not going to lose track of that goal, and I will not put a relationship with a human above a relationship with Curio. I could take them as a friend, though, if they're willing to help out as well. I mean, I've got a lot of friends I know a lot of people who are also having these types of pony relationships, and they probably would be interested to help. I'm just trying to reach out to them. Some of them are interested, but they just don't seem to have the time or they know how to do the research. But for the final part of that, no, I will not abandon my equestrian efforts for anything. Next question is, what's your sexual orientation? Just wondering, since you've expressed liking Rarity and then Curio and Shining Armor. Well, the answer to that is, I'm gay. Although I am bi-romantic, so I've had relationships with females before. I had the relationship with Rarity, and I sort of have a bit of a relationship with another tulpa. This pony isn't mine. She's actually one of the companion, a sort of a companion of one of my very close friends. We've had a bit of a relationship. Me and her have had a bit of a relationship for well over a year. But so yeah, I hope that answers your question. I can find romantic interest in both genders, but I am pretty much overwhelmingly attracted to and desire to be with a stallion. And the last one is, this one might be a sore subject, but could you give new viewers a good breakdown of what happened on this old forum of yours? I've watched all your videos and only put together snippets of what happened. Oh well, that would take quite a lot of explanation to go into. Probably a lot more than I'm willing to do in this video today. I don't feel like doing another 17-minute recording. Well, let's see, suffice to say, it was a full-scale mutiny against me by several of my moderators, people who I trusted in positions of authority on the old forum. There have been a number of people over the years who disagreed or who had issue with my leadership or my character, and but for the sake of maintaining the community, the operation continued to be run relatively smoothly, and until certain people saw their chance to jump and implement their own schemes. So I had a complete full-scale character assassination done. I was tossed under the bus, and practically nobody listened to me. They all agreed with them. and they they all left and walked out and went someplace else. I ought to maybe explain that in more detail later, but I don't feel like talking about it too much. I hope that's a good enough answer for now. Um, I will say though that the people who primarily orchestrated it are the guilty, are the ones who I will bear my grudge to, and I will not forgive. The others, though, there are a lot of people who will put it up to that they were simply had their hearts put in the wrong place, and they went along with somebody who had quite a bit of charisma and who who was very good at playing people and manipulating opinions. So, anyways, that's the end of the questions for now. I hope that satisfies your curiosity. I'd say there's even a bit of strawberry in this little tiny bit. Again, pretty decent wine. It'd probably go good, really good with lamb dishes or beef or however else they like to make it out there in Greece. I can't think of the words right now. I don't eat a lot of Greek food, but I do know it's good. So, if you ever have yourself Greek, compare it with that. Oh, well, I think that's enough for now. Before I go, though, I will include a link in the description for the My Little Waifu website. Please, if you're watching this and you're interested and you want to know more about waifuism, about having a pony as your companion, your like friend or a lover, or about tulpas and the project that I'm doing, please come and pay a visit. We're always open to new members. Unlike this other forum they did, we're not going to require you to dox yourself and do a background check. You can come in whether you're just some chanter who's curious about the guy narrating these videos, or if you're genuinely interested in pursuing this. So thank you again, and stay tuned for more updates from me in the future. Good night.